Welcome to our facility. We've been here about 16, 17 years, and I'd like to show you around.
Ofer didn't just chase the trends, he built a foundation that others can stand on. His pioneering finishes didn't just influence the trend, they inspired products across the world. What he created became a language spoken far beyond these walls. And today, we step into that past and into the future, because legacy isn't what you leave behind, it's what you pass forward. So because in some way, we all carry that fire, shaped by line, shaped by time, and some carry it long enough to light the way for others. You don't even know how long I've been practicing over. I've been wanting to tell you about it forever, but I had to keep it on the wraps for a while.
You are a natural. So this is our library over here. Anybody in the library? And this is Adam over here.
Hi.
Adam has been running the library for how long, Adam? 3 years. Time is flying so fast, unbelievable, and Adam is doing great job. She's running the library, and the library is working in close relationship with the studio and sample requests. So they're getting sample requests, they produce work order, which we call traveler, and the traveler actually going to the studio, and the studio developed the finishes and so on and so forth. Adam is here in the library, which is the largest library in
the globe.
Well, this archive must be huge, right? Because I mean,
Yeah.
he's been doing this for such a long time. Knowing Ofer saves all the formulas.
Yeah, we have everything upstairs. We keep an archive of everything that we make.
Right.
Down here is everything that people can take.
So upstairs is where all the
that's-
archive is.
every sample that we do, we're taking photo, and this is our studio over here, which is set up directly to the computer. We have digital record on all our finishes for the last 26 years.
So you do photo shoots of the samples too.
Yes.
Wow, the setup here is just
We're
like,
doing a photo shoot. That's the right word.
that's a
the
photo
sample
shoot of the
set.
sample, really.
Yes.
Flip it upside down, turn it around.
And usually it's 2 feet by 2 feet, right? And sometimes 4 feet by 4 feet.
So that basically this is where the samples are born, because that looks like an ultrasound machine, like right, like you're taking pictures of.
yeah,
a baby.
actually we store
This
it in our computer.
Yeah.
Kind of just look at the texture that we have, all kind of finishes, rough finishes as well.
And these are all sample boards that if you get a walk-in that comes in that's looking for something specific, maybe they don't have an idea what they're looking for, but then bring them back here and you let them choose, or.
So usually we get an idea of what they're looking for in the showroom, and then we'll go through our PL library, which is all of these here, and it's basically just a small 3x3 sample of any texture, colors. They can go through all of that and pick out what they want, and then we'll see what we have available on the shelves.
And Adam, what do you do here?
Right now we're working on a fan deck with Sherwin-Williams. So we're going to be creating a fan deck of all of their top colors, and then we're going to be creating samples for everything. So we have it in all materials.
Okay.
That is perfect. We need that.
Because ideally, each one of these, you'll be able to get it in any material you
Yeah.
want. Lucido, Tadillac, Tuscany,
Oh, for
Terra.
that's genius. Yeah, because that's.
It's not my idea, so don't blame me for that.
That's a genius idea. Because
Okay.
as applicators, everybody who's doing plaster knows how hard it is to get that Maxwell.
So this is, for
guys don't
example,
forget it.
combination of our metal plaster with our cement limestone plaster together,
Right.
applied together.
Tuscany?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I love that sample board.
And
that could be a canvas right there.
I know.
That's a canvas.
this is aluminum.
Look at that. That's so cool.
Aluminum plaster. You want to go to the second floor?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is also a technique that we really like. You can see the reflection. You see the reflection? Like I mentioned before, this could be done with 3 people, 1 plaster and 2 helper, any square footage.
Oh, look at that.
This is our Antico, that's a lime plaster. So if we walk over here, you can see all kind of finishes, and every finish has a VPC number. The VPC could present a different color combination and a specific technique and method of application. Over here we have few colors of finish, and over here we have fluted.
It's been really popular the last.
And we have different size tooling for that. So this is like whatever size it is. This is a bigger one, and so on and so forth. Unique finish. We have tools for that. We're creating our own tools.
What product is this?
This is Terra. Adam, I made a mess over here. Okay.
You put everything back though.
Thank you. Oh, this is the tool that we're using to do like the saw cut. So let me show you the storage of 26 years of record. Usually people don't come here, but that's where we store every finish that we did in the last 26 years. We have record for that. So if we'll go to the first.
26 years of records of nothing but finish.
So over here, so our first finish.
I barely fit.
Our first finish was, well, we started with 1,000, number of 1,000, you see? We kind of cheated, I guess. We didn't start with 1. So this is our first finish.
So these are like 26, 27 years old?
Yes. For example, we have VPC 1118, so that's 118 sample after we started. We created this finish with Marmarino.
Corey, remember this one?
Lime plaster. We call it Reggio, right? So we used to write all the method and technique in a computer, but in a later date, we changed it and we have a VPC card. So let's go to the last one.
When was the last time you opened up that cabinet and messed with it?
That's a good question.
This is a good question.
Thank you,
Because
Miguel.
sometime we're gonna get specification for a sample that we did 20 years ago, 25 years ago. You'll be surprised. And because, you know, raw material changing, and we need to make sure that whoever ordered the material getting the right product and the right color and the right approach. So we're pulling out the original sample and we're making sure all the colors are the same, and then we honor that. Sometime, you know, as you can see, we're manufacturing also samples, and we're sending the samples to architects and designers, and some of them will put it in the drawer and forget about it, but one day they'll open the drawer and say, oh, this is good for my project right now. And it could be 25 years old sample, and it happened before. It happened actually a lot.
So you got backup, is what you're saying.
Yes.
That happens.
So in a later date, what we did with the VPC, as you can see, we created individual card. We have the big sample itself, and we have the card. So every finish that we do, which is combination, and not only CM number, we actually writing exactly what we do. We're starting with the colors over here, we putting the dot of the color over here, so we kind of know exactly the direction.
And plus the step-by-step.
And then the step-by-step application process. We use short language, as you can see here.
So you don't really bring people up here. So
No.
this is a privilege for us to be able to be up here, Ofer.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for allowing us to be up here. with
Okay,
you.
and as you see, we
these
have
are all the babies. Right?
many, yes, yes. This is ombre finish, and this is some of our rum earth finish.
Yeah, you were just showing me one of those instruction videos, right? On
Yes,
how to
yes.
use the application. So if anybody wants to learn how to use this product, he's using a specific product for this finish. Get a hold of Texston. They can show you how to do it. It's a beautiful
We have a
application.
very detailed video instruction on how to do that. So let's go to the studio now. Look at this wall. So like I'm saying, before we release any technique or method, we are doing experiment, and this is one of our experiments which did not come out for my satisfaction. So if you look at it again, you can see all those lines, and we actually perfected. If we have time, I'll show you next door a wall that looked perfect, and we call it cast in place concrete.
So it's about trial and error sometimes, right? You
Oh,
practice it
yes.
before you actually release it.
We are doing a mock-up for video instruction as direct apply method application, which will have the detail mesh, will have the straight edge, and then crack reduction layer, and then the finish. They wanted us to do it specifically for them. Okay, let me show you some of the specialty tools that we're creating. We are actually doing it in-house. We call it C-sponge roller, and this is great technique to use when you want to introduce additional color to the plaster. So when, let's say you're using one color, and then you want to introduce the additional color, when the first color is still green and fresh, you actually load this one with the additional color and you spread it throughout all the surface. This is good for big jobs where every plaster has different hand and you want to be, I call it consistently inconsistent, meaning natural mineral look and not like somebody did it.
Right.
So as you saw all our multicolor plaster, they're actually looking very nice and blend very nice and kind of consistently inconsistent. So this is a great method to use that. So for the wave surfaces that we did, we have this finish. We're actually pushing the plaster into the surface, the wave that we saw before. Also, we're creating those tools too. You're familiar with those? Those called comb.
Combs, yeah.
It's a blue steel, spring steel, but everything you have in the market is just small.
Right, yeah.
And so we created a kit that is bigger. This is the burlap finish where we're going like this, creating scratches. So we
I like that because it's long.
we create tool because original tools smaller. So this is something we're buying from Italy, but that's the biggest one they have, and that's not good for a big job.
How long have you had these made?
Oh,
got 'em
for a
made,
few
or-
years
Few
already
years
we have those, yeah. This one is, we had a project with bamboo. So you see how light is that?
Yeah.
So we created a bamboo finish.
Like you stamp it?
Yeah, you push it against the plastic in a certain way. And that's fluted burnishing trowel. So we burnish the fluted finishes with that.
Really, really good creations here with this.
Yeah, we're making it. Nobody else making it. So we're making it from fiberglass. This is our tinting area over here. We're doing calibration right now. And this is where we're producing all the orders. And as you see on the board over here, we have dynamic information. Whenever we're working on picking product, we have it here. We know who picked it up, who is doing that, and so on and so forth. Look at this. You can take picture of this too. That's we're doing with a scoring tool that we have that I'll show you. This is where we're mixing our powder pigment color pack from the computer. It goes here. We have like 3 different stations where we're mixing the powder pigment per the formulation. And one of our quality control is after we mix it, we have a different person that comes and check the total weight of the pigment. If it's a little bit off, it goes to the trash.
This process is super important. It has to be weighed out.
Yes.
When you started working here, you had no experience doing plaster?
I had 0 experience.
And you learned how to use that trowel here the way you're using it now.
Yeah.
There's dudes that have been doing plaster work for like 15 years that don't move their hands that way, bro. No, it's just a sample, but you
He's good. He got it.
Yeah.
We're always learning also from union plasters as well. So very important for us to do it in the right manner. And this is Luis. And Luis, say hi to the
Pay
camera.
the bills, bro, right there. That's good, bro. Seriously.
And Luis is running the studio, and Francisco is helping over here. And Luis actually is also doing training on site, and he been places already. He was in Hawaii, he was in Texas, he was in Colorado, Fairfax, Virginia, Black Valley, Massachusetts, and Washington.
How do you feel? How do you feel like being a part of this? You've only been doing it for 2 years, and
3
you've been
years.
3 years. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and you've been traveling abroad.
Yeah.
And how do you feel? Do you feel fortunate that you were able to do something like that?
Yeah, I feel pretty
and
lucky.
train and work with people like that. Like, how do you feel right now that you're able to teach at 3 years experience here with Texston? You're able to teach now.
Well, I feel grateful. I feel grateful learning from the best.
Yeah, right. The Godfather.
Yeah, the
Godfather of
of
Venetian
plaster.
plaster and lime plaster, man. Awesome.
I want to show you the
What you were talking
consistency
about,
chart.
yes.
Number 60. So that's out of a bigger order.
Right.
So it's all stuck together.
So this is the process that you go through when you have a large shipment, right?
You know,
When you
even
use a
if we
lot of
have
material.
2 buckets, we're doing a consistency chart.
Really?
You see all the color looking the same,
Right.
And if something like I'm saying is off,
A little bit off.
this is like pinkish white.
Yeah, you can see a little bit.
This is from foam, creating all kind of different texture. I show you this one.
Oh, this is cool.
We did this one, which is slaked, but look how light is that.
Oh wow. Yeah, this helps whenever
Yeah.
you've been trawling all day.
This is Henry.
Hello.
And Henry started to work here like 2-3 months ago. How long?
21 years.
Oh, and 21 years. 3 months and 21 years. So Henry running everything is in the back. He specializes in color match and running the operation in the back.
Right. And then maybe also creating finishes as well?
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to say the metal plaster that we have.
Yes.
It's actually Henry did it in the lab in the back. He actually created this finish, and that's what we have. And it's one of the best in the market because, like I said before, the pot life, whatever you have in the market, is between 45 minutes because you're using polyester resin, or when you use acrylic, it's 8 hours, and then hours holding for like few months. So this is Henry. If you have any question
the
for
dry
him,
time is like
Yeah, I can stay on the bucket for, we said 1 month, but it can be stayed for more.
more even, yeah.
A guy like you that's been in the field, right? You've been a swimmer a long time, and so what kind of advice would you give someone, like let's just say a young man that's starting out, right? That wants to get into this.
And what advice, when you start to do is start with, with the passion.
Yeah.
I have a lot of passion and I like I'm doing. I love like I'm doing. So, we started with everything and
a lot of passion.
a lot of passion.
For example, you see this thing on the wall, and we actually created that.
That's so cool. And so you put MDF and you glued it all on one piece of MDF?
No, so this is actually plaster.
Yeah, it's plaster.
Beading, the thickness with only plaster.
Oh,
The only plaster. And you can see how thick we can create a plaster.
Yeah, he didn't use any relief, just plaster. Taping and plaster on,
That's a lot of plaster.
yeah,
But look how beautiful it is.
Yeah, it's
on flat MDF. If you take a look from here, not everything is polished. Maybe 30% of the blocks are polished, the rest are not.
So how long did it take you to do this?
It takes like a week, but in parts,
Yes.
we come in, we create, we let it dry, then we fix it. So it's
Yes.
about 1 week, let's say. You cannot do it in a 1 day and 2 days.
Yes.
But it's take long to create, to
Right.
to figure out.
But once you have the system put in place, then you know how to rock and roll on it to make it go faster. I mean, obviously this
Yeah,
kind of
it's-
finish, you can't go fast on it. You got to really take your time, detail, right?
I can say 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
It can be done.
Hi, Daniel. So Daniel is one of our librarians. How long have you been with Texston?
About a year and a half.
Wow, time is flying. Also, Leah is over here. She's been with us for a long time. Leah used to be the receptionist, but now she's graduating to
Customer service, yeah.
customer service. She's already doing customer service. And we have Samantha over here that training for customer service, taking Leah's place. So over here we have office. We have Michelle. You met Michelle already.
Thank
And
you.
we have Angel over here, and we have
Angel over there.
Angel over here too. So thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you.
Over here you met already with
Yeah,
Susan.
Susan.
And Susan gonna say goodbye. Nancy, she know you. Yeah, she knows you. She didn't put it together. She
Michelangelo.
she taught Las Vegas,
Yeah.
right?
When you said lost, I go, I know, because I actually have 2 angel logos. One
Right.
is in Colorado.
Yeah, that's my son.
Is
Yeah,
it really?
yes, he owns. He owns Plaster Masters. He just changed his company name, but yeah, that's my son, Angel Lopez.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Aluminum company, they ask us to do finishes over here to promote Texston together with their product. So over here we have like the pour-in-place concrete with the wood plank, and then we have this wall over here. I want to make a point. This is metal framing, you see?
Okay.
It's metal framing. We went over the metal framing, which we can do it also on exterior, like I mentioned.
Right.
So all this is over metal framing, and it look like this wall is this thick,
Right.
and it's drywall. So let's look at all the wall. And then this is Tuscany, that's Tuscany, and this is Tuscany too. So yeah, a lot better than what we saw the first time. This is ram earth. In 1 day, all those colors. That's ram earth. And over here, we have our burlap. I think this is Tadelac. And over here we have a stucco color coat, smooth.
This is your exterior product?
This is Ortex smooth.
Ortex. You could get Ortex this smooth, huh?
Yes. This is Ortex course, only 2 coat, not smooth. That's REG. You see the cavities, the natural
Right,
cavities.
right.
But look at this. You tell me what happened if you do this in regular stucco.
That would have flaked out. It would have blew out about a 3-inch piece all the way around it.
And look at this. I told the company over here, look, the plaster is good, so no damages over here.
So they shot right through there and it came out and didn't even pop it though, because usually
Yes.
a big chunk of stucco, anyone who does exterior stucco knows that whenever you put a screw through it or you try to put a nail in it, it's just gonna pop a big chunk off.
This is smooth terra and this is score terra. We did some project in Hawaii with this tool that came out amazing. And this is Antico. We did it in stages over here. We did Ortex basin mesh with a mesh, and then we did Palladino and then Antico on top of it.
So you did Antico on top of Palladino?
Yes, there's a base. That's it, I think.
The finish you did on the flooring, you said you used Frascati with mesh.
Depending what you have on the floor.
Right.
If it's wood floor, yes.
It grabs more and it's more flexible.
It's more flexible and it behaves like a slip sheet. So whatever move underneath doesn't transfer to the top.
Right. Frascati for me, I've used it, but like, you know, just on walls, but nothing like that. Nothing.
Yeah,
with
Frascati
mesh.
is also a finish coat too.
Yeah.
Which is acrylic.